Welcome to Movie Recaps with Brian. Subscribe below for daily recaps. Today we're recapping The Bad Guys, directed by Pierre Perifel. In a bustling metropolis where humans and anthropomorphic animals live side by side, crime is just part of the ecosystem, and no criminals are more infamous or flamboyant than the bad guys. Led by the charismatic and silver-tongued Mr. Wolf, voiced by Sam Rockwell, the gang is feared and adored in equal measure. There's Mr. Snake, voiced by Mark Maron, a cynical, greedy safecracker with a coiled heart. Ms. Tarantula, voiced by Aquafina, aka Webbs, a whip-smart, sarcastic hacker with a flair for sass. Mr. Shark, voiced by Craig Robinson, a massive, sensitive master of disguise despite his enormous girth. And the volatile Mr. Piranha, voiced by Anthony Ramos, who often bursts into song and violence with equal unpredictability. Their latest heist, a stylish, high-speed robbery ending in a car chase that weaves through the city's multi-level highways, goes flawlessly until the press conference afterward. There, Governor Diane Foxington, voiced by Zazie Beetz, a composed and cunning red fox with a mysterious air, mocks the gang for being formulaic criminals clinging to their infamy like a crutch. Her remarks hit a nerve with Wolf, whose slick exterior masks a restless soul yearning for something more. The gang targets the Golden Dolphin, a prestigious humanitarian award soon to be given to Professor Rupert Marmalade IV, voiced by Richard Ayoade, a squeaky-clean guinea pig philanthropist credited with rebuilding the city after a mysterious meteorite crash. They infiltrate the glittering awards gala, dressed in stylish tuxedos and fake identities. But during the job, Wolf accidentally helps an elderly woman and is flooded with a new, unfamiliar feeling: pride. That tiny act of kindness sows doubt in his conscience, which makes him hesitate, leading to the gang's capture mid-escape. To dodge prison time and get a second shot at stealing the award, Wolf proposes a daring idea to Diane: allow Marmalade to reform the gang as part of a televised social experiment. Marmalade, keen to boost his image even further, agrees. Behind his cherubic smile and speeches about second chances, however, is a deep ego and hunger for power. Despite Marmalade's grandiosity, his lessons are absurd and ineffective, especially when the gang's first mission, rescuing guinea pigs from a lab, turns into chaos. But Diane, privately drawn to Wolf's conflicted heart, shares a bit of her own story with him. She too once wore the mask society expected, only to realize the mask had become her face. As Wolf embraces the thrill of doing good, like rescuing a kitten from a tree, a moment that goes viral, he begins to drift from his old crew. Snake, who's always seen the world as a place where predators are punished regardless of their intentions, grows suspicious. Their long-time friendship begins to crack. At Marmalade's ostentatious charity gala, the gang goes in for one last score, until Wolf pulls back, unable to betray Diane or his new values. Yet the meteorite, not the award, is stolen. The gang is framed and arrested, their hideout ransacked, and Wolf heartbroken by Diane's apparent betrayal. But the real betrayal comes from Marmalade, who reveals he orchestrated everything: the gang's rise and fall, the media narrative, even the old lady at the awards show. That was him in disguise. Behind bars, the gang fractures. Snake feels vindicated. This is why you never trust anyone or hope for more. But Wolf refuses to give up and shares his belief that they can choose who they want to be, not what the world brands them. They're broken out by Diane, revealed to be the legendary Crimson Paw, a once-feared thief who faked her disappearance to build a new life. Together, Wolf and Diane uncover Marmalade's true plan. Using the meteorite's strange electromagnetic properties, he has created a mind control device to enslave an army of guinea pigs and rob his own charities, stealing millions while appearing blameless. But worse, he intends to grow his control, spreading chaos he alone can fix. Meanwhile, the gang splits up. Shark, tarantula, and piranha mourn the loss of their brotherhood, until Snake's unexpected act of generosity, giving Shark his treasured last push-pop, sparks a realization. Maybe Wolf was right. Maybe they can be better. Reunited, they race to stop Marmalade and save their friends. At Marmalade's mountaintop lair, Wolf and Diane are captured, and Marmalade reveals his ace, Snake, who has joined him as a double agent. But during the ensuing chaos, Tarantula hacks the facility, Shark and Piranha provide backup, and Snake reveals the truth. He was playing Marmalade all along. He switched the meteorite with a fake and sabotaged the control device. In a final confrontation, Wolf and the gang face down Marmalade's guinea pig horde in a high-speed rooftop chase, leaping from trams and battling robot-controlled drones. Marmalade, desperate and unmasked, tries to flee with his stolen riches, but is undone by his own vanity. A stolen diamond he took from Diane drops from his coat, accidentally outing him as the Crimson Paw and tying him to the meteorite plot. The real Crimson Paw watches with satisfaction. The gang, however, doesn't flee. Instead, they turn themselves in, ready to pay for their crimes. Wolf knows redemption doesn't come easy. It must be earned. And Diane, moved by their choice, chooses not to expose her past. Marmalade is arrested, his reputation in ruins. The city's perception of the bad guys begins to shift, not because of viral videos or heroic PR stunts, but because of choices they made when no one was watching. Months later, the gang is released on parole for good behavior. They don't have a hideout, a vault of stolen treasure, or the fearsome legend they once enjoyed. But they have each other, and a second chance. And Mr. Wolf? He has a paw to hold. Crimson Red. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe below to watch more movie recaps with Brian. Comment below which movie you'd like to see recapped next.